Good morning, children. Hope you are all doing well. So far, we have learnt about the kingdom Monera, Protista, and fungi. Under kingdom fungi, just I have introduced the topic. Hope you all have done your homework of the last week. That is to learn and write about binary fission in amoeba with a diagram. Fungi are both unicellular and multicellular. There are three common types of fungi are found. Number one, yeast, which is an unicellular organism. Bread molds, which are multicellular. And mushrooms, they are also multicellular. Children, yeast and bread molds are microscopic in nature, but mushrooms are macroscopic. With your naked eye, you can see, but yeast can be seen only under the microscope. Children, as you all know, these organisms do not contain chlorophyll, so they live as saprophyte or parasite. The parasitic ones live on or in the tissues of another living organisms, absorbing nourishment from its body. Generally, when these organisms live as a parasite, they causes few diseases. Examples: potato blight and wheat rust. These two diseases are caused by parasitic fungi which affects the crops. The fungi, which also lives as a saprophyte, derive their food from dead and decayed matter. Yeast belongs to a group called Saccharomyces. It's an unicellular organism and saprophytic in nature. It may be spherical, elliptical, or cylindrical in shape. It has a cell wall, cell membrane, a distinct nucleus, a large vacuole, and fat globules. Budding is a type of asexual reproduction in which a new organism or a daughter cell develops from an outgrowth or bud. The small bulb-like projection or outgrowth coming from the yeast cell is called bud. These buds develop into tiny individuals, and when they fully mature, they detach or separate from the parent body and become an independent individual. In fungi, the asexual reproduction generally takes place by binary fission or budding or regeneration of fragments or through spore formation. Fungi produce a great number of tiny dust-like cells called spores, and these spores are released into the air. If when they land on a suitable place, they grow as a new hyphae. Bread mold is a multicellular fungus. It appears as a white cottony growth on the stale bread. It consists of thread-like filaments called hyphae, and the network of hyphae is called mycelium. Some hyphae grow downwards, and these structures are called rhizoids. Some hyphae grow upwards. These erect hyphae are called as sporangiophores, which bear rounded bodies at their tips. These rounded bodies are called sporangia, which contain spores. Bread mold is a saprophytic fungi which derives its nutrition from dead and decayed matter. Aerobic respiration takes place in bread mold. During respiration, oxygen is taken in from the atmosphere and carbon dioxide is given out. Now we are going to learn about harmful fungi and useful fungi. Some fungi spoil food and food products. They also spoil paper, leather, paint, and textiles. Some fungi causes disease in crops, in human beings, and in animals. Some mushrooms like toadstools and amanita are poisonous in nature. Some mushrooms are edible in nature. An antibiotic, penicillin, is obtained from a fungus called Penicillium, which is used to treat bacterial infections. A fungus, Aspergillus, is used for producing large quantities of citric acid. Yeast, being rich in amino acids and proteins, is an important source of food for humans and farm animals. Yeast is added to uncooked dough to make the bread porous and light. It's also used in the preparation of products like wines and fruit juices. Yeast brings fermentation of sugars into alcohol and carbon dioxide. Fungi also help in recycling of nutrients as saprophytic fungi break down dead material for their own food and return the useful nutrients to the soil which is needed for the plant growth. Fungi, aspergillus and penicillium are added to cheese to give a special flavor. The kingdom, which consists of green plants, is further divided on the basis of the differentiation of the plant body and further divided based on whether the differentiated plant body has vascular tissues or not. Further classification is based on whether seeds are present or not and whether seeds are enclosed within fruits or not. Children, can you name the vascular tissues? Xylem and phloem are known as vascular tissues. The kingdom Plantae includes aquatic thallophytes, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms, and angiosperms. Now, we are going to learn all the five different groups of kingdom Plantae. Thallophytes are the green plants in which the plant body is not differentiated into root, stem, leaf, etc. Thallophytes include green algae, brown algae, and red algae. They are aquatic. They can prepare their own food as they contain the green pigment chlorophyll. Examples: Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra. Brown algae contains a brown pigment called xanthophyll, which gives its color. Example: Laminaria. Red algae contains red pigment called phycocyanin and phycoerythrin, which gives them their respective color. Example: Porphyra. They are the green plants found in moist and shady places. The body is differentiated into stems and leaves. They do not have roots but have a root like structure called rhizoids, which helps in absorbing water and minerals from the soil and also fix the plant body to the soil. Example: liverworts and mosses. Bryophytes are also called amphibians of the plant kingdom as they live on land and in moist, shady places and need water for reproduction. They are the green plants found in cool and shady places. The body is differentiated into roots, stems, and leaves. Examples: ferns, horsetails, and water fern. Gymnosperms are the group of plants which produce seeds, but the seeds are not enclosed within a fruit. Examples: cycas and pinus. They are the plants which produce seeds and the seeds are enclosed inside the fruits. Examples: mango, brinjal, tomato, maize, wheat, etc. Angiosperms are further divided into two groups depending on the number of seed leaves or cotyledons that are present in the seeds. Dicotyledonous plants, in which the seeds contain two seed leaves or cotyledons. Examples: gram, green peas, brinjal, and mango. Monocotyledonous plants, in which seeds contain only one seed leaf. Examples: wheat, maize, rice. Children, so far we have learnt about the structure and reproduction of yeast and bread mold under the kingdom fungi. We have also learnt about harmful and useful fungi. And under kingdom plantae, we have learnt about thallophytes, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms, and angiosperms. Hope you all have understood the lesson. What are the two modes of nutrition seen in fungi? The two modes of nutrition are saprophytic nutrition and parasitic nutrition. Give examples of green algae. The examples are Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra. Bryophytes are called as amphibians of the plant kingdom. Why? Bryophytes are called as the amphibians of the plant kingdom as they live on land and in water. Learn and write the difference between gymnosperms and angiosperms and dicotyledonous plants and monocotyledonous plants.